Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Mambo Sandy, and I am an initiated priestess in Haitian voodoo. I was initiated in 2005. I've been on the spiritual path since 96, about 96, 97. My godfather is Hungan Hector. He is my mentor. He is my godfather. He is also the person that introduced me to Sanse and initiated me into Sanse. I like to give this information so people feel comfortable with me when if they decide to work with me. All right, so you have a little guideline you can go by and you can see who I am. You can also check out my social media as well. I encourage you to do that so you can get, a feel of who I am, my personality, because I understand that everybody's personalities, they just don't mesh together. Unfortunately, that's just how life is. So, therefore, Hunga Hector is my mentor. He has guided me on this path. He has trained me properly for me to be able to help you. In the event that I can't help you, there once again is my godfather and also my god sister, Martha Giddy, or Mambo Titi, or Mambo Toya. You can find Mambo Titi, Mambo Toya, or also known as Martha Giddy, on Facebook. You can find her there. Soon, I know she has a website. Once I find out exactly, because I think she changed things around a little bit, I will also have that information there as well. She is also properly trained and initiated by Hunga Hector. And of course, there's Hunga Hector. All right. So he is our papa. He is our godfather. He is our mentor. And he has made it a point to make sure that his godchildren know what they're doing. But in the event that there are other things needed, we can go to him. All right. And you know what? I want to say this. Sometimes people in the spiritual community don't want to admit that there are things they can't handle. They feel as though, they're weak or they don't know. Listen, there's nothing wrong with not knowing. What is wrong is when you decide to perform a service or to help someone and you're not properly trained, you're not initiated, or vice versa. And then you're giving wrong information out and you're causing harm to people, which when you do this, you're not only harming that person, but you're harming yourself. Anyway, moving on. People want to know how to contact me. The best way to contact me is help@mambosandy.com. You also can reach me on the following: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok for as long as it lasts for, Facebook, and also my way, which is MEWE. So those are 5 ways that you can reach me. Now, once you reach me, the first step to working with me, and I do not veer off of this path, is you must book a consultation. My new consultation price is $79. All right. Once you pay the $79, I will then give you dates and times, all right, that I'm available. Now, I also have an assistant. My assistant will also help you when I am not available to help you. She will either, book you for your time, or she will respond to you on my behalf. So I ask that you show her the proper respect like you show myself and you wish others to show to you. All right? Now, once you have the time and date for your consultation, the next step is to have your pencil and paper available. It's important to have a pencil and paper available because sometimes, you might be excited or you just don't, you're a little scared or you're taking the information in and it might be a lot. So you want to write this down because if you don't write this information down, there is no way I'm going to remember everything I gave to you. It's just not. So I really encourage you to write this information down because if you have to reach out to me again, you're going to have to book another consultation so that I can see, patch together, figure out what it was that needed to be done. Next, this is another topic. Once you are given the information, now it's up to you to decide if you want to follow through or not. I recommend if you have a consultation on October 1st, don't wait until November 1st or December to decide you're going to get the work done because now what has happened is time has passed and your situation could have changed. All right. So I encourage you to follow through if that's what you decide on getting work done. Now, once you decide to work with me, it is important that you follow all the steps precisely and the way that I gave them to you. Because many times what happens is this. What happens is people, they veer off the path or they decide to make substitutions and then they don't get the result that they're looking for. And that's because you veered off the path. And it is important that you follow the instructions to the letter. Now, this is where my assistant comes in at. She's been with me for a while. So therefore, what happens is this. She can answer some questions for you. If it's really, like a serious situation, once again, you'll need to book a consultation with me so that we can fix the situation or something else is going on that, maybe you really want questions and answers to. Book a consultation. This is your time. That time is your time, your allotted time to be put aside for you, and you can get the answers that you need. All right. Next, once you also have booked your consultation with me, please be very aware that not only am I helping you, but I'm helping other people. So once your time is up, basically I have to move on to the next person. It's not that, I'm being rude, but I really do have to get to the next client. You will want the same respect in return. You will want the same type of respect, right? Okay. So now, this is very, very important. This is very important. When you are working with myself or any other spiritual worker, it is important to communicate in a fashion that you're being completely upfront. All right? A lot of times when people hide things or they do things, they think that they're going to get away with something. Understand this, sweetie. The spirits, they see everything and they watch everything. All right? So, on that note as well, there needs to be a proper respect between myself and you. Because, once again, I'm the vessel, but the spirits that I have with me, or any spiritual worker that you might decide to work with, once you decide to get an attitude with them or you're becoming nasty with the person, your work might not work. Okay? We are not lap dogs. That's the other thing. We're not lap dogs. Just like you wish to be treated as a person, we are people as well too. And unfortunately, in the spiritual community, once people get work done, they feel as though that you're at their beck and call. There is only but so many hours in the day. So there are a lot of things that we must take care of in between taking clients. There's spiritual work we have to do. There's supplies sometimes we have to order and get. There's some of us have children we must attend to. So just because a spiritual worker doesn't get back with you right away doesn't mean that they're trying to skip out on you. I'm speaking for myself. I'm not always available right on the dot. Like I said, if I can't get back with you, my assistant will get back with you. So if you have the time, I want you to really sit back and think about what it is you want to do. That's the other thing. Being very decisive in what you want to do is one of the first steps. That's one of the first steps up there. Are you truly ready to commit? Because many times once people start to do spiritual work, and I tell people this all the time, when you decide to do spiritual work, sometimes things might seem to all of a sudden work itself out. In the case of love spells or love work, people will say, oh yeah, I'm going to get this work done. And then, I don't hear from the person and they'll say to me, oh, well, things are starting to work out, right? And then 2 weeks later, a month later, they're right back to where they started. And sometimes it's a worse situation. That it happens. It's not coincidence. And this happens with that was just an example, but it happens to all kinds of different things. I've noticed that. All right. From, a job or someone trying to change a spiritual situation. Things might seem to calm down just to get you to not do what you're about to do, to not take that step to straighten things out. All right. That is one of the little traps that happens to many people. And I realized that over the years that this happens. So what I tell people is once you start to do the work, be aware there will be things to distract you, but it is up to you to stay focused, right? So you can achieve the goal that you are trying to achieve. The next thing that happens, these are the pitfalls. The next thing that happens is this. You become impatient. Now, I understand there are those people out there that, yeah, they do take people's money and they don't do anything for the person to help them. In my case, here's how this works. If you had a problem for years or months, don't expect the problem to be solved within a week or 2 weeks. You may start to see movement, which is important, but don't think that things are just gonna just turn over just like that. Now, every now and then, hey, the spirits, the mysteries as we call them, the misterio, sometimes they will do things like that. But it depends on the case. It depends on the situation. All right. So that's that. And I look forward to working with you. Please feel free to, like I said, reach out to me to book a consultation. Once the consultation is booked and you send in the fee, we will give you the dates and times that I have available. All right. So you have a great day and take care. Bye-bye.